I have already filed just today 4 cases against the owner of a restaurant here sa Poblacion Benguet for serving dog meat. So I filed cases for violation of the following laws: the Republic Act 9296 as amended, which is the Meat Inspection Code of the Philippines, yung Anti-Rabies Act of 2007, Republic Act number 9482, Republic Act number 7394, which is the Consumer Act of the Philippines, and the Republic Act number 10611, which is the Food Safety Act of 2013. I was able to order a dish consisting of dog meat. So let me go back to the factual background of these cases. Yung restaurant ito, marami siyang branches, okay? And if you hear the name of the restaurant, the first thing that would come into your mind is dog meat. Kasi well-known itong name ng restaurant nito for serving dog meat. So I have been receiving persistent reports from my own clients and from other people, from those who patronize the restaurants, na dog meat is being served sa establishment na ito. So one day on October 13, after my hearing, I just decided to go to the restaurant and verify myself kung talagang they're serving dog meat. So yun nga, pumasok ako doon sa bungad pa lang, makikita mo yung pangalan ng restaurant, and then upon entering the restaurant, makikita mo yung menu board, at yun nga, isa sa mga nakalista doon is yung spare with rice. Now, among those who eat dog meat and sa mga establishments serving dog meat and sa mga dog meat traders, ang spare is a parang secret na pangalan ng dish consisting of dog meat. So, I decided to order isang take-out na spare, and I even asked the lady behind the counter kung ito ay dog meat. Sabi niya yes. So I decided to order. So yun, kinuha niya from the pot. She placed it inside a plastic cellophane bag before putting it in a plastic sando bag na white. Okay? She even attempted sana na i-heat. Pero I was worried baka hindi na ma-determine pag dog meat pag iluluto ulit. So I said no need. And then I asked for a receipt. Tapos ang sinabi ko na pangalan ko iba, to protect for my security during that time. So kinuha ko yung dog meat na yon and then took it to the NMIS, sa National Meat Inspection Service sa Marcos Highway, requesting for a DNA test to determine if it is indeed a dog meat. So kinuha nila and then they forwarded it doon sa kanilang laboratory sa Manila, and then after some few days, yun, lumabas yung result na indeed it is a dog meat. Well, that's the only time na officially dog meat nga talaga yung in-order ko from this restaurant. So, as to what I felt, I have a special na galit. Mababaw yung word na galit eh. Meron akong special na wrath towards those who are offering dog meat sa mga restaurants, and those who are necessarily you have to kill that dog bago mo i-serve sa restaurant against these animal abusers, yung mga taong pumapatay ng aso. So that's how I felt. A wrath that I reserve only for this kind of people.
Pero sir, may nagsasabi na parang hindi first time na may ma-file na case to this restaurant. So, may idea na ba?
Yes, I personally talked to one of the member of the CIDG who was among the group of law enforcers and elements or employees coming from government agencies. They, according to her, they raided the same restaurant, and in fact, they were able to get some pieces of dog meat and head of a dog. However, I was told that the case was dismissed for reason I do not know.
Pero going back dito sa 4 cases, sir, bakit po ito yung pama-final po natin against po dun sa restaurant?
For the violation of the Meat Inspection Code of the Philippines, it is required kasi na yung mga meat that would be served in restaurants or in any food establishments should go through should be slaughtered in registered and accredited meat establishments, and they should go through the required inspection. Definitely, ang dog meat hindi siya slaughtered sa any accredited na meat establishments. Neither would it go through inspection because it is a banned meat. It's not a food. Dogs are not food animals. And in fact, the Animal Welfare Act of the Philippines punishes, prohibits, and penalizes the butchering of dogs. And for your information, the fine would be, or the penalty would be, for offering or for sale of, it is called hot meat. Let me go back. Dog meat is one of the hot meats defined under that law, and the selling or the offering for sale of hot meat is punishable by imprisonment of not less than 6 years and 1 day, but not more than 12 years, or a fine of not less than 100,000 pesos, but not more than 1 million pesos, or both such fine and imprisonment upon the discretion of the court. I respect itong mga cultural rituals requiring the butchering of dogs. Pero I just wish na pwede nating palitan yung dog with some other food animals. Okay? Ang mga matatanda naman ngayon pwede nang pakiusapan eh. So, and then nasa Animal Welfare Act naman yan as one of the exceptions, the butchering of dogs if required by a cultural ritual. But even then, there are requirements that you have to comply before, during, and after the butchering of the dog. Any violation of those requirements ay violation na rin ng Animal Welfare Act kahit na sabihin nating ginamit for ritual. But there's one thing that I want to share. Nung kasagsagan nung mainit pa yung usapin about this dog that was killed dito sa Uangal, during one of the consultations, allow me to quote his name, si Board Member Palpusa, okay, the IP representative of Benguet, clearly said na if you practice this ritual, it is because you really believe in this kind of practice. Hindi ka magkakatay ng aso for ritual simply because sinabi ng mambunong or sinabi ng uncle mo or sinabi ng tatay mo. You yourself must believe na kailangan gawin ito. So, that was enlightening for me. Hopefully, mai-disseminate ito para hindi gamitin yung so-called cultural ritual para lang magkatay ng aso. But again, going back to your question, we respect culture, but nag-evolve naman yan. pwede nang pakiusapan ng mga matatanda ngayon. Baka pwedeng palitan ng manok, pato, or yung may ibang food animals.
Sir, as a advocate, meron na po ba tayong ibang cases na finailan na restaurant po, sir? And what
Oh.
happened po?
Wala pa. This is the first time that I personally filed a case against a restaurant owner. At wala akong nabalitaan na na-file ng mga advocates dito sa Baguio and Benguet. Ang narinig lang natin actually is yung recently yung restaurant somewhere in Baguio City na ni-raid. Now I do not know what happened. Dapat nga maging transparent ang government as to what happened in that case. Na-cancel ba yung kanyang lisensya, business permit? Were there criminal cases that were filed against the owner? We do not know. Kasi hindi naman nila pinapublish.
High hopes naman po tayo dito sa final natin case.
I strongly believe na may papasa dito at least isa man lang. But we will leave it to the Office of the Provincial Prosecutor of Benguet kung sakaling bitter ang kanyang end. We still have legal remedies na we can file motion for reconsideration, we can go to the Regional Prosecutor's Office, up to the Secretary of Justice, and even up to the Supreme Court if necessary. But I have high hopes na at least may isa dito ang papasa at may file sa court.
Sir, may mga cases po ba kayo ng mga animal cruelty lalo sa Baguio and Benguet or wala naman?
Yes, we have a lot. The last one was that was a week before I bought this spear from the restaurant. Meron nahuli na 4 sa Camp 7. When the police went, ang sabi ng isang matanda is, it is for ritual. So umatras yung mga pulis natin from Quezon Police Station. And then the good thing is the team leader decided to ask to ask for advice. So tumawag siya sa akin and I told them go back. And ganito ang dapat na tingnan nyo if there is really a ritual. May namatay ba? May mambunong ba doon? And then when they went back, lo and behold, walang ritual. Pangpulutan lang talaga. So they were incarcerated. The case was filed and they were fined 100,000 pesos each. And there were more. There were other cases that we have filed. The advocates coming based in Baguio City and Latin Benguet. Yun, tungkol sa pagkatay. Hindi ko lang alam kung bakit hindi masyadong napapublish sa yung sa animal cruelty, any kind of neglect or inhumane treatment sa mga animals, kapag yung walang injury, the penalty is, pag imprisonment is 6 months and within the range of 6 months and 1 day to 1 year. Pag may sugat naman, pag may na-amputate ganon, it would be 1 year, 6 months and 1 year and 1 day to 1 year, 6 months. Yata yun. And then kapag namatay yung dog, pag namatay siya because of neglect or cruelty, ang penalty is ranging from 1 year, 6 months, and 1 day to 2 years. Now, there are circumstances na ang penalty is 1 year, 2 years and 1 day to 3 years, regardless kung namatay, nasugatan o ano man yung aso, kapag may mga circumstances, one of which is if the offender is a government employee. Yes. So pag government employee siya, kahit na walang sugat yung aso, 3 years. That's just imprisonment, iba pa yung fine. So mabigat. Yeah, it's very important na malaman ng mga kababayan natin na there is a law. And while may exception under the law na culture, kailangan malaman nila kung ano yung exception exactly, kung ano yung exception. Hindi yung porke tayo ay igorot, we are allowed to butcher a dog para lang ulan.
Attorney, another topic nadaanan po natin kanina, yung tungkol kay Axel, attorney. Yun nga po, lumabas po na guilty po yung offender po kay Axel. Ano pong masasabi niyo dito, attorney?
Yes, because we are not a party or a lawyer in that case, hindi kami makakuha ng copy ng order, but from reliable sources actually, yes, the one who murdered Axel was fined 100,000 pesos. He was found guilty and was fined 100,000 pesos. It is actually hindi siya commensurate sa crime that happened, but the penalty given is still well within the imposable penalty under the law. So do not blame the judge. And for one, merong unwritten policy kasi ng mga judges natin na if the accused is a first-time offender, usually they do not impose imprisonment as a penalty, fine lang. Pero yeah, he is still guilty. Sa records, he is guilty. He committed the crime.
And how do you feel about this verdict po, attorney?
Well, in a way, I'm happy that he was declared guilty, but again, hindi natin may babalik yung buhay ni Axel. In fact, I was not able to finish the video. It broke, yung picture pa lang broke my heart already. I couldn't finish the video. Naawa ako. So, hindi may babalik. And I hope na someday, taasan yung penalty. For the LGUs, hindi sana kami dapat ang gumagawa nito. May mga government agencies who are given the mandate to enforce animal welfare laws and other related laws. So, supportive na lang sana tayo mga nasa private sector. Sila dapat ang nangunguna sa pag-enforce ng mga laws na mga to, including Animal Welfare Act and the 4 laws na nabanggit dito sa aking complaint affidavit. Nagmamakaawa na po ako sa inyo, gamitin niyo yung power ninyo under the law to inspect itong mga food establishments. At kapag may nahuli kayong mga dog meats, file all the necessary cases, hindi lang sana suspension ng kanilang mga business permit. File throw everything, including the kitchen sink, para matuto sila. And then, let the public know kung anong ginawa ninyo, kung anong nangyari, para magiging example sa mga iba. Okay? So, yun ang message ko sa ating mga local government units, local government officials, lalo na sa mga mayors. Very powerful ang authority ninyo to inspect these food establishments. Gamitin po ninyo yan. Hindi lang once a month, random, at any time, any day, dapat mag-inspect kayo to check. Kasi very persistent ang reports na marami pa ring restaurants ang nagbebenta ng dog meat. So, I hope you will be at the forefront of the fight against dog meat trading by using your power under the law. At tanggalin natin pagtulungan natin tanggalin yung perception na Baguio is the dog meat city of the Philippines, or La Trinidad is the dog meat capital of the Philippines.
Attorney, last baka ada na lang message mo mat sa mga continuous po, or baka may warning po kayo sa mga restaurants po na continuous po na nagsaserve po ng dog meat.
Yes. Sa mga restaurants naman na patuloy na nagbebenta ng dog meat as part of their menu, mabigat po ang mga parusa ninyo under these laws na nabanggit ko. I have already filed cases against one restaurant and I'm going to file cases against other restaurants pag meron lang mag-witness, pag meron lang mag-testify. And we have some people going around na pwedeng mag-order anytime ng mga binebenta ninyong dog meat. And once na meron kami makuha, we will do whatever is necessary na kasuhan kayo. To give justice to the hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dogs na kinatay nyo. Can you imagine that na papatay kayo ng aso para ipambuhay ninyo sa inyong mga sarili at mga pamilya?